My name's Neil Avis. I work for SRUC. I'm a plant pathologist and I undertake cereal trials for Scottish Government, for commercial clients and for levy boards. This is our Drumalbin trial site and we've had Miravis here for over 5 years now, looking at how we can control the major barley diseases using Miravis. Here at this Drumalbin site we have the HDB funded Rhynchosporium fungicide performance test, and that's a test focusing on the activity of specific products against Rhynchosporium and at various doses ranging from a quarter dose, a half dose, a full dose to a double dose. T2 would normally be applied about growth stage 39 to 45 for a barley crop. With T2 timing, you try to control established Rhynchosporium but also protect the crop from Ramularia when it comes into the crop as well, and also against brown rust. We know that some barley crops go for malting, so some of the products that are used can be used past growth stage 45. It's not a problem with Miravis, it has a later last application date. This year we've just come out of the wettest winter on record and it was followed by a cool wet spring. So it's been really challenging to get crops into the ground. The crops that we did get in the autumn, there's been a high disease pressure. In some barley crops, yellow rust can be an issue. Net blotch can be an issue as well, but Rhynchosporium, that cool wet pathogen, is the one that really likes these conditions of cool and wet. So the barley we've used is LG Mountain. It's weak against Rhynchosporium, so the control of disease that we see is all down to the fungicides and not down to the variety. We've had a massive Rhynchosporium pressure this year, so with the untreated plots, there's practically no green leaf area left. Miravis plots look much better. It's up against some of the competitors in the market as well, and it's doing really well. Fewer disease lesions and improved green leaf area, and that will go towards building yield, which is important for any crop. In our East Lothian site, just outside Edinburgh, we have a number of trials looking at control of major diseases in wheat. East Lothian is probably the best crop production land in Scotland, so farmers are looking for a really good crop and a good yield. And we know with wheat crops it's really important to keep your canopy green for as long as possible to get maximum yield. In terms of disease pressure, it's slightly drier on the east coast compared to the west, but we still have high septoria pressure. Some of those east coast sites as well, because you can get more humidity coming in from the North Sea, that can increase the risk of yellow rust. So we're looking for control of yellow rust in these wheat crops as well. In our wheat trials we're using KWS Barrel. We know it's a variety that's weak against septoria, so if there was any variety that's going to put Miravis to the test, it's going to be this one. What we're seeing in the untreated plots, similar to the barley, is a high disease pressure. The splash-borne disease septoria is moving up the canopy and the crops look under severe stress. By comparison, the Miravis plots look far cleaner, it's far greater green leaf area, which is going to lead to significant yield increases compared to the untreated. It's been a really challenging year for the farmers in terms of weather conditions. We're seeing disease pressures that we haven't seen for many years. It's really exciting to have a good new product with high levels of efficacy in controlling these major diseases. When the pressure's high, they can really see the effect a product like Miravis can have on their crop in terms of controlling disease and keeping that green leaf area for as long as possible, and that's going to result in that yield gain that they're looking for. So our take-home message would be, if you've got high disease pressure and you need to control disease in your crops, then use a really effective product. And Miravis is the most effective that we have.